Hello, ako po si Aaron Paul. Welcome to the third episode of Songwriting at Iibigin. Thank you to all of you who continue to subscribe and follow me here on YouTube. Today, gusto ko pong ikwento sa inyo ang origin or birth of one of my more popular songs. This is the song called Minsan lang kita iibigin. Now, did you know that that song originally started as a poem? It wasn't a song, it was a poem. Back in the early 80s, first year namin mag-girlfriend nung asawa ko na ngayon, and we were in college, so we didn't really have that much money. I didn't have money. So all I could give her was a simple gift, and because I knew how to write, I actually wrote her a poem. So ako pa nga yung gawa ng card, ako yung nag-drawing do sa card, and then inside was the poem itself. It was called I will love thee but once will be forever. That more or less is the gist of the poem. It's a rather long poem, pero that is the idea of that poem. It's basically a promise that I gave to her at that time na that's how I love her. Na it will be a forever kind of love. Now in 92, 93, it's 10 years after. If you remember, Ariel Rivera had a hit song already called Sana Kahit Minsan. He was making his second album. Tinawagan ako ng BMG, sabi, okay, we need a new song as a follow-up to Ariel's big hit. And at that time, alam ko si Ariel was from Canada. So I said, well, I didn't want to write an English song. Gusto ko Tagalog because that's what I specialize in. And I thought, ano kaya pwede kong gawin para kay Ariel? And the challenge was, of course, when you have a hit like Sana Kahit Minsan, you kind of want to follow along or at least do something better. That's the goal of songwriting. Tinanong ko sa BMG, ano bang style na gusto nyo? Well, we wanted something na R&B, something along the lines of James Ingram or Earth, Wind and Fire. Okay, so I went home and I started thinking to myself, ano kaya ang magandang theme for the song? And I was thinking of Earth, Wind and Fire. Sabi ko, maganda yung reasons, but I kind of liked the song After the Love Is Gone. So I went ahead and started to think of a melody along that lines. And I came up with the melody for Minsan lang kita iibigin. But I didn't have a title yet. So naisip ko tuloy yung ginawa kong poem for my girlfriend at the time, who again is my wife now. Tinagalog ko na lang. Sabi ko, well, I could try English pero baka hindi kagatin ng mga tao. I'd rather prefer Tagalog para mas maraming taong bumili ng kanta. And fortunately for me, God told me, Tagalogin mo yan. And it actually translated well kasi yung I will love thee but once will be forever literally translates to minsan lang kita iibigin, ngunit ang minsan ay magpakailanman. Ganda, no? Eksakto. And of course, nung nangyari yan, I started writing the song. It was so easy to write because all I really had to do was pour all my emotions, all the feelings of love into that song. And so I was excited. The very next day, balik ako sa BMG. Sabi ko, ito na, tapos na. And for a while, I didn't hear much about it until later on, when the song was released. Sabi ko ba, magandang pagkagawa. And I found out Ryan Cayabyab was the one who actually arranged and produced the song. So it was really, really lucky on my side na siya nakakuha ng arrangement and production. That song, remember that was in the 90s, that song actually was covered again by several of OPM's finest singers. And again, that song took on a new life, I believe in 2011, when Gary Valenciano actually sang the theme song for the teleserye with the same title, Minsan lang kita iibigin, which fortunately the teleserye was also a big hit. I think it ran for about 2 seasons, if I'm correct. Originally, I think the title for Minsan lang kita iibigin was The General's Family. So you could see it didn't just stay in the 1980s. It continued to become popular through several generations. And from what I hear, even today, a lot of Filipinos use the song as their wedding song. And I'm really happy to hear that. I'm very thankful to those couples that have used that for their weddings. With that, of course, I'd like to leave you with a verse from the book of Jeremiah. This is chapter 29, verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Beautiful, huh? That's from Jeremiah 29:11. So what does that have to do with the story I just told you? Sabi ko sa inyo in the first 2 episodes, all you really have to do is use the gift that God gave you. Whatever it is, whether it be in songwriting or whatever you're good at, if you're good at dancing, singing, computers, being a mechanic, anything that you're good at, it is the talent, the skill that God gave you. Continue to use it to your best ability. Kung hindi man kayo maging successful this week, next month, 2 months from now, next year, I promise you, if you continue to use the gift and make yourself better, God promises that you will become successful because He has plans to give you hope and a future. All you have to do is use the gifts that He gave you. That's it. Very simple. Thanks again for those of you who continue to follow me here on Songwriting Atbp. I hope that you will share this with your friends, your family, songwriters, people you know, so that lumaki naman sana ang community natin. And until next time, follow and subscribe. Thank you so much. Don't forget, Jesus loves you.